What is good, Tesla family? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla and why I'm still super bullish for this company. I'm also going to talk about the overall stock market and the latest pieces of news that just came out that are going to affect it. I'm also going to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Elon Musk, as he has made some very bold moves, and he did put some very important things on his Twitter page that I think you guys should pay attention to. But before I talk about any Elon Musk tweets, before I say anything like that and talk about Tesla, I do have to mention a couple of things. First off, I'm not a financial, legal, or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial, legal, or taxation advice. Everything in this video is solely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. And not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link below and in the description. If you do sign up, you're going to qualify for an iPhone 13 Pro giveaway, and you're also going to get up to 5 free stocks, each with up to $3,500. With that out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So check out Tesla, guys. It's up over 1.32% for the day. Let's go, guys. Looking really, really strong right now. But if you look at the overall market, you can see that the Nasdaq and the S&P, they were all in the green as well. And things are looking pretty good, especially after the data that just came out. So check this out right over here. This was reported by CNBC that inflation surged 6.8% in November, even more than expected, to the fastest rate since 1982. That is absolutely shocking in my opinion, especially including the fact that CPI raised 4.9%, excluding food and energy. Once again, the numbers are just getting out of hand, guys, and this is just kind of crazy, but it's not like this is anything new. It's not like we didn't expect this. This is just absolutely insane. So look at this chart right over here. You can see that the inflation rate is higher. It's higher than it ever was since 1982. That's absolutely crazy. And this is why I believe the Fed is going to be addressing this very soon. And interest rates should be going up relatively soon as well. I also want to note this right over here, as the debt ceiling has a lot of progress that has been made. The Senate has passed an agreement to allow the Democrats to raise the debt ceiling, which means that we're going to see most definitely the debt ceiling raised, as the Democrats have avoided the filibuster. And that, to me, is not necessarily a good or bad piece of news. Maybe for the short term it's good, but for the long term, not necessarily. But anyways, I just want to put it out there that this did affect the market, because the market was dropping, right? Yesterday, there was a lot of fear, there was a lot of uncertainty about what on earth is the CPI data going to show. And at the end of the day, it was reported, and it ended up not affecting the market the way people thought it would. Like, typically, if you found that inflation is super high, we should have had a pullback in the S&P. That did not happen. Instead, we looked very strong today, and that also affected Tesla. Look at Tesla, something very similar. We can see Tesla drop down to $982. Then after that, another very beautiful reversal. So it was highly correlated with the S&P for today. And this is also evident, as you can see, in the fear and greed index. It obviously got higher, and it looks a lot better, because 1 week ago it was at 20. People were extremely fearful with that Omicron variant and all those pieces of news. And now people are getting closer to the greedier side. So people are becoming more greedy. That's a very good sign, in my opinion. So let's just look at Tesla and talk about what happened today. So if I bring up some Bolingers, you guys can see that there was high volatility in the very beginning, and we did drop to a low of $982. Once again, I did tell you guys that we could see a bit of a pullback tomorrow, or at least, sorry, today is tomorrow. So I told you guys that we could see a pullback today, and that did end up happening, but I didn't expect us to actually close in the green after the data came out. But at the end of the day, the market continues to surprise me. Tesla surprises me too, and it's looking really good right now. So we ran up to about $1,020 a share. We dropped a little bit to about 1,007, and we closed at around very close to the mean price at about 1,017, looking pretty good for the day. Now let's look at some other pieces of data just real quick before I talk about what I think is going to play out for Tesla. So let's bring up the RSI, the MACD, and the CCI. Once again, they're all showing some very, very similar things. So look at this right here. If I zoom in just a little, you can see that the MACD is indicating that not only is it crossing the 9-day moving average, but it did drop just a little bit, but it's on the verge of kind of like reversing from there. RSI is showing that Tesla's oversold, but it's still showing strength at 41.57, and the CCI is showing the exact same thing. So this means that Tesla should begin to see a little bit more green than red for next week. But once again, take that with a grain of salt, because it does depend on the news. It depends on what comes out, which is the reason why I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to bring up a Fibonacci real quick, just to show you what I think is going to play out for Tesla. So let's look right over here, and let's bring up a Fibonacci retracement chart and check this out right now. If I bring this up right here, we can see the levels of support and resistance for Tesla, and it looks like Tesla is going to spend quite a bit of time next week between these like different ranges. You could see that Tesla spent quite a bit of time, and its support became more stagnant here. So this means that we're probably going to bounce back and forth here for next week, maybe run up and test this resistance here, and possibly even break it and go as high as the mid $1,000 range for next week, and maybe even a little bit higher. But like I said before, even though I do expect this, or at least predict this is going to happen, you have to remember that it does depend on the news, it does depend on the overall situation of the economy. And once again, it doesn't necessarily mean that anything bad will happen. So I don't know what's going to happen for the near term, but I do know for the long term, I'm still very bullish for Tesla. Like I've said in all my videos, very big things are coming. So another thing that I'm talking about when it comes to things that could maybe cause more volatility would be what Elon Musk just did. So check this out right over here. The legendary Elon Musk sold another $963 million of Tesla stock. And obviously, the media is going to go crazy over this. In total, since last month, he sold about $9.85 billion worth of Tesla. Now, what does this basically mean? It basically states that a lot of the shares he sold were used to basically satisfy tax obligations, and that happened because he exercised some call options. And to me, guys, it's not the end of the world. Don't necessarily become panicky over this. The media did try to spread a lot of fear because of this. Now look at this right over here. There were other pieces of news about Tesla that are very good, and like I was telling you guys before, when you look at the share price, I'm still very bullish for the long-term future. If you zoom out, look at the 1 year chart of this thing. It just had insane growth. Less than a year ago, this thing was in the 500s. We're already at 1,000. So we're still doing quite well. And I do see more growth to continue. So look at the latest pieces of news, such as this right over here. The new Tesla Cybertruck spotted with the Model 3/Y update. There's some very good updates coming out from electric, and we can see that we're basically seeing a Cybertruck that was driving around a particular area in the US, and that made people very excited because they basically have a prototype that's already out, and we should see some new cars coming very soon. And they're making a very big deal about this. Now, I'm not going to play the video for you guys, but I just want to put it out there. Elon Musk also tweeted about that. Now, let me get on with some big things that Elon Musk has been saying. Elon Musk says that he's thinking of quitting Tesla and SpaceX. So, guys, don't take this too seriously. He was obviously joking around, but basically the media is just not having it. They're just making up whatever stories they can based off of this. But he did actually state that, so you could easily take that out of context. So I'm not entirely going to attack them for that. But Elon Musk tweeted this right over here. He tweeted that he's thinking of quitting my jobs and becoming an influencer full time. What do you think? I think that's really funny. But the thing is, do I truly know that he's joking around? The answer is no, but it does seem very evident. So check this out right over here. Someone replied, they asked, I'll be your first subscriber if you make an OnlyFans. And Elon Musk replied, maybe I will. Mr. Beast replied and said, I'll coach you on how to get YouTube views. Elon Musk put the prayer hands emoji, and that's really, really funny in my opinion, but it just shows that you don't have to take this like too seriously, so to speak. I'm not trying to say that Elon Musk is not serious. He obviously is a very serious man that's done amazing things, but there are times where he's a little bit sarcastic and makes jokes. And I don't want to just say this is a joke. Maybe he was a little bit stressed out and wanted to say something, or maybe he's thinking about his future. I don't know. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm not necessarily worried about something like this. Don't let the media scare you. I don't think that he's just gonna quit Tesla overnight. I just think that he's just asking, he's just thinking, and just because he's thinking about it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to do it. So don't necessarily be too scared or anything. Don't let the FUD get to you. We don't truly know yet. This hasn't been confirmed, so don't panic, okay? And another big piece of news is the fact that a $50,000 camper that turns the Tesla Cybertruck into an RV has hit $100 million in pre-orders. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because we have some big Cybertruck updates coming out, and you could basically turn your Cybertruck into a miniature RV, which is super, super cool. It already has $100 million worth of pre-orders. Very, very cool. So I think the Cybertruck has insane potential, guys. I see some big things coming, and I'm very excited, especially after what Elon Musk just tweeted. So first off, let me show you this article, and then I'll show you some more Elon Musk tweets. Basically, the media is going crazy over the fact that Elon Musk said no easy solution for Tesla Cybertruck's comically large windshield wiper. And I know the media tends to go crazy over these things. I know they tend to take things he says out of context, but he kind of did say that. If I show you his tweet right here, basically, if I go a little bit up, basically, this guy named Sire Merritt, he said, breaking new Tesla Cybertruck design spotted in Fremont Tesla track. very, very cool. The Cybertruck looks very awesome, and Elon Musk did state that this is going to be one of Tesla's best products of all time. He did say this in an interview very recently, and Elon Musk said CGI in real life, very, very funny. And then he stated this right here. He said manufacturers have to ship cars with side mirrors by law, but owners are allowed to modify their cars. The wiper is what troubles me the most. No easy solution. Deployable wiper that stows in front of the truck would be ideal, but complex. So once again, they do have a big wiper on it, just like this. I don't want to zoom into this picture too much. Let me see if I can zoom into it. You guys can see right here. Yeah, so check out that giant wiper that's on it. That's not necessarily like bad in my opinion, but Elon Musk did say he doesn't like it as much. He implied that and he wants it to basically change. But he did say that it's not necessarily the end of the world. People are able to modify it if they want. And this is just like a prototype. So there definitely may be changes to come. But in my opinion, it still looks okay. It still looks pretty cool regardless of that. And it's still a very, very awesome car if it does incorporate full self-driving technology in the future. So like Elon Musk said, it's a very, very good product. Now I want to go right over here and you guys can see some other things that Elon Musk stated. And right over here, someone basically tweeted a picture of this Cybertruck that's gold and it has Dogecoin on it, which is pretty interesting. And Elon Musk stated this. He said, if it has gold and bronze color, that would be absolutely sick. So once again, that may be another hint of something that's going to come out, a golden Cybertruck, guys. I think that's going to be really cool. I do think that Elon Musk would love to see it too, because I would love to see it. I think it's just an amazing update. But anyways, when it comes to Tesla, guys, Elon Musk has been doing some very big things. He's obviously still committed to the company. He's very, very bullish. So don't let the news about him like quitting or anything like that scare you. And I'm very excited for the company. Now, for the month of December, I'm going to be honest with you, it's very capricious. I don't truly know how it's going to play out because it does depend on the news. It does depend on so many factors. It depends on the Fed too. But I do think that we should see a little bit more green than red for next week. After I looked at all the indicators, the VWAP was showing that too. But anyways, I just want to end on that note. So regardless of what happens for the short term, always remember for the long term, we're all very bullish for this company. They have huge catalysts coming. The gigafactories are basically getting ready to produce more cars, and the Cybertruck should be coming sooner than you think. Elon Musk actually stated that they should start producing it by either late 2022 or 2023 in an interview. I heard him say that. So I don't really know yet when they're going to produce it, but I do know when they do, it's going to be an absolute beast, and we could easily see Tesla break all-time highs very, very soon. With that out of the way, guys, thank you for listening. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.